This is his family. Lord have mercy.
As well. You mentioned not elected, true, but someone who just wanted to go on these college campuses, and as they used to be places we could share ideas and debate ideas, it seems like they've become petri dishes or cesspools for silencing and censoring voices that differ with your opinions. And so there is no reason for anyone to want to attack Charlie Kirk. There is no reason that is legitimate by any stretch of the imagination. We don't know this person. We don't know the motivation, as you said. However, this is just flat out evil.
Yeah, flat out evil, and it speaks to sort of how large of a figure Charlie had become, if you will, Hogan, right? He had become someone who, when we just see that video in Utah, thousands of people had shown up.
We've been listening in to NBC News special report on Charlie Kirk, confirmed by
NBC News, they will make a party after they finish the broadcast.
President Donald Trump on Truth Social. 31-year-old Charlie Kirk, founder of Turning Point USA, was shot and killed at the Utah Valley University State Campus earlier today at an event that was fairly a friendly crowd. As you know, if you are familiar with Charlie Kirk, he is on this America Comeback tour where he travels across the nation to different college campuses where there is debates and political discourse. And we have been getting statements from, as you can imagine, from local leaders. We want to share with you what Governor Spencer Cox has written on X. In part, it says, quote, "Working with the FBI and Utah law enforcement, we will bring to justice the individual responsible for this tragedy. We are praying for Charlie's wife, daughter, and son." And we should note UVU has confirmed they do not have a suspect in custody at this time, Deanie.
And here's a statement from President Trump. "The great and even legendary Charlie Kirk is dead. Melania and my sympathies go out to his beautiful wife, Erica, and family. Charlie, we love you." Those are the latest developments, even as we are still seeing troops and police officers, law enforcement, going into buildings on campus. Let's check back in with Mike Hedrick to see the latest now that this information has been confirmed. Mike?
Yeah, so Deanie, again, I'm right here at the center. Anyone who knows and comes off of University Avenue comes through this area. This huge roundabout here on UVU's campus is where you go to park, and you can see all other cars have been cleared out. Look around here. You can just see a lot of flashing lights, police vehicles. I'll tell you, I tried to count, and I've never seen so many emergency crews or vehicles on a scene. There's got to be anywhere from 50 to 75 of these vehicles throughout the parking lot. And then you can multiply that by whatever number as far as the number of police and other emergency personnel who are here on scene. It's incredible, the presence. But it seems quiet on campus. Other than seeing all of this law enforcement here, it is quiet for the most part. They're clearing room by room many of these buildings right now, the classrooms, to make sure everyone is out, everyone is safe, and making sure that there are no other threats. As far as I have heard or talking to anyone else, it doesn't seem like there are any other active threats, but they can't take that for granted. They can't take that risk, and they need to make sure that everything is cleared before they move forward and continue on with the investigation here. Again, I've spoken to a number number of people today who are right up close, probably within 15, 20 yards. I got a couple of guys right here who were actually asking questions before that final question was asked, and that's when Charlie got shot. So right now with me is Henry. Henry, I appreciate the time. You also got Ryan over here, right? So, Henry, you asked a question right before the individual did after you. What did he ask, and then what happened?
So, basically, he just asked questions about transgenderism, and it led into like transgender violence and shooters and stuff like that, based off of, you know, what's been happening around the country, and it's just been a problem. But I just thought it was very hard to reconcile for a while there. I think I was just in a state of shock, but the fact that it was like 10 to 20 seconds after I walked away, I turned back and I see Charlie just gushing blood from his neck. And after that, you have a random old kook who has no weapon but confesses to the shooting for some reason.
See, in the beginning, the first image I saw, I told you, looked like he hit in the neck. And then I look again, I said in the chest. So it was in the neck. You remember? When I look at the video, even it's very short, I said it looked like they hit him in the neck. And that would be very dangerous. And then I saw the t-shirt jumping, but maybe because of the, you know, the vibration of the shot and the body. So it looked like they hit him in the neck to guarantee that he will not survive.
And he was going around and talking to any conservatives and stuff, just bashing Charlie Kirk. Charlie Kirk's this, Charlie Kirk's a racist, Charlie Kirk's blah, 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 blah. And he was just making a scene. And it doesn't surprise me. He didn't, from what I could tell, he didn't have anything on him. If they did, I don't think they would be looking for the shooter, because they would, if it was him, they would have the weapon with him, but it wasn't there. So that's the whole thing.
And you've heard since in the last moments, President Trump sent out as well on social media that he passed away.
Yes, sir. Yeah, I had a friend actually who just sent me a message. There are a bunch of friends who've seen me already on the news and stuff have been messaging me, telling me like, yeah, dude, he didn't make it. And I think me and Ryan and a whole bunch of us are just fed up with it. We don't know. There's stuff that needs to happen. It needs to change. Opinions shouldn't lead to shootings. I'm sorry.
I think most people would probably agree with that.
Yes,
you
sir.
hope so.
I hope the you know, security, they will get him, and I hope they will get him dead. Filthy animal.
Feet away, I was in the thick of the crowd. I was working my way up to the stand to ask Charlie some questions. At that moment that the shot rang out, I look over and I see Charlie Kirk slump over for just a split second, and the crowd just pushes back.
I don't know which town he is from, but where is he from? I think all of us, we Christian, if you are like close by in his area, we should attend his funeral in a massive number.
Presence, however, at that time, I believe that was when they had taken Charlie away. That's when they had already taken the alleged suspect away. But as Henry mentioned, with that suspect, we were talking to somebody from Deseret News who said they recognize this individual, and he goes to political events. He goes to a lot of events with news and with media, and he tries to
Stir contention.
Yep, he tries to gain attention, tries to take credit for what's going on, and here he is jumping up right after the shot saying he did it. So that's really concerning to know, and I mean, hence the police presence that we see here today. It looks like they have not apprehended the actual shooter.
Did you see the shot fired?
I didn't. It did sound like it came from the right side of me, and I tried to look, but I was getting pushed back by the crowd. I was talking to a professor who works here, and he said with the view that anybody could have had of Charlie, it could have been from 200 yards away. So I think that's why we're seeing drones in the air. That's why we've got helicopters in the air. We have a SWAT response. We're seeing snipers. So I think they're still trying to figure out really where the shot came from.